नमस्कार, मैं डॉक्टर मनीष मित्तल, कंसल्टेंट कार्डियोलॉजिस्ट एट यशोदा हॉस्पिटल एंड रिसर्च सेंटर, नेहरू नगर, गाजियाबाद। आज वर्ल्ड हार्ट डे के अवसर पर मैं आप सबको बहुत ही बधाई देना चाहता हूं। एज वी ऑल नो, द वर्ल्ड हार्ट फेडरेशन celebrates the World Heart Day on September 29th every year. And this year theme of the World Heart Day is Use Heart to Connect. Use Heart to Connect is about connecting our heart, nurturing them in the best possible way, and using the power of digit to connect every heart everywhere. As we all know, the cardiovascular diseases is the leading cause of death worldwide, and approximately 18.6 million people die of cardiovascular diseases every year, and among them heart attacks and strokes are the leading cause, resulting in death among the young and elderly people. So World Heart Federation in year 2021 wants to harness the power of digital health to improve awareness, prevention and management of cardiovascular diseases globally. And this means telehealth will be will play an increasingly important role this year. While there is a need to observe and celebrate World Heart Day worldwide, World Heart Day is a global campaign to spread awareness about cardiovascular diseases. And through this global campaign, people living across the various countries and various backgrounds are united to fight against the cardiovascular diseases health burden in our society. We should know what are the causes of the cardiovascular diseases among young people who die because of this disease in the form of heart attack, either heart failures, and what are the means to prevent the same. As we recently know, the famous TV actor Siddharth Shukla died at a very young age of 40 years due to the cardiac arrest. I would like to inform you all that there are certain factors which play important role in the development of heart diseases. Some of them are modifiable and some of them are not modifiable risk factors. The modifiable risk factors can be controlled early in the life, which lower the risk of heart diseases later in the life. While the non-modifiable cardiac risk factors are those which are passed down through the family members, and they are hereditary in nature or are the result of another illness or diseases. So controlling as many risk factors as possible starting early in the life will help us reduce risk of developing heart diseases in the adult or elderly population. So these risk factors are mainly high blood pressure, high blood sugar, high cholesterol levels, sedentary lifestyles, stress, smoking, and certain kinds of behavior. Next question is very commonly asked is, does eating too much junk food add to our heart problems? My answer is yes. Eating junk foods on an average of 3 to 4 times per week will increase your cholesterol levels and the chances of you becoming diabetic in the future also. And both these high cholesterol levels and the diabetes are the cardiac risk factors which can further lead to the development of heart diseases in future. So cutting down the junk foods will help us not only in reducing the cardiac illnesses in future, but also help us reducing the cardiac risk factors also, like high cholesterol, diabetes and high blood pressure. Next very common question is, how does the trans fat consumption impact our heart health? Trans fat increases our bad cholesterol and decreases our good cholesterol, that is HDL. And eating the trans food increases our risk of developing heart diseases and stroke. It is also associated with increasing the risk of diabetes type 2. Among the cardiac risk factors, diabetes is one of the important cause. So if the person has diabetes in young age, like in their early 40s, then question is, this can lead to the heart diseases at later stage of life, like in their 50s or 60s. So in our Asian population, as we all know, there is high burden of diabetes, and our population faces the problem of diabetes in very early age. Besides that, the person with the diabetes also has other cardiac risk factors like high cholesterol and the high blood pressure, which further increases their chances of having the heart diseases. It's a very well-known fact that high blood glucose damages our blood vessels and the nerves which supply our heart and blood vessels, which can further lead to the development of heart diseases in such people. And to say diabetic population have twice as much chances of developing the heart disease as compared to the non-diabetic adults. Secondly, that people with the diabetes tend to develop heart disease at a much younger age compared to the people who are non-diabetic. Another very important risk factor, which are non-modifiable and pass through our generations and are hereditary in nature, is the family history of cardiovascular diseases in your family. So knowing the family history of cardiovascular diseases in your family, like in your mother, brother and sister, is also very important. It can help you to avoid both heart diseases and stroke. Person with a strong family history of heart diseases in their family at a very younger age should undergo regular health screenings. They should stop smoking or using tobacco in any form. They have to lead healthy, active lifestyle. They should maintain an ideal body weight by dietary changes and leading an active lifestyle by doing the regular exercises. So question is how to identify that a person is more likely to have heart attack or other kind of heart problems. What are the early signs and symptoms of cardiovascular diseases? Basically, it's a disease of blood vessels. It's an atherosclerotic process. It can affect the blood vessels of any body organs, and most commonly affected are our heart, our brain, and our blood vessels in the extremities. If our heart is affected in the process, then the person most commonly have the new onset symptoms of angina on exertion, that is the chest pain, or shortness of breath on exertion. He may feel weak and fatigue while walking. He may feel dizziness. He may have episodes of palpitation or syncope. So these are the early signs and symptoms. If any person is facing these early signs and symptoms in any stage of life, then he should go for the regular health screenings. Besides that, if peripheral extremities are affected, blood vessels are affected, peripheral extremities, person may complain of pain in the limbs while walking. If blood vessels in the brain are affected, then person may have history of short episodes of TIA, which may recover spontaneously. TIA is a transient ischemic stroke, in which the person may feel numbness or weakness in any part of body transiently, and it improves spontaneously within the 24 hours. So, what are the healthy lifestyle tips which we can follow to avoid these conditions? As I told, there are certain risk factors which are modifiable and certain risk factors which are non-modifiable, which are hereditary in nature or due to the other diseases or illness. So we should focus on modifiable risk factors. We should intervene early in the life so that the future development of heart diseases can be avoided. And these risk factors, one by one, I will going to tell you. We should maintain an ideal body weight. Obesity is the most common risk factor. It put extra pressures on the heart. Heart has to work harder in these people, and the chances of developing cardiovascular disease is very high in such people. So we should eat a heart healthy diet. We should include more of vegetables, fruits, whole grains, legumes, lean meat and fish in our diet. And there are two such heart healthy diet programs. One is the DASH diet and another is the Mediterranean diet. Besides that, we have to also limit the intake of salt, sugar, oil in our diet and processed food also to lower down the calorie intake. Not only in the diet, but also we have to be more active. Sitting is the next to smoking. So we should keep moving, and we should follow a moderate intensity physical activity daily. At least one should walk 30 to 60 minutes, either walking or brisk walking. At least 150 minutes of weekly program should be there for such activity. If the person is more following the more severe form of physical activity like running, then at least 75 to 80 minutes of weekly program should be there. Besides, 2 to 3 sessions of muscle strengthening sessions should be there per week. Another very important risk factor is smoking. So we should start our quick plan today, because it is the one of the most dangerous risk factor for the development of cardiovascular diseases in young populations. Besides that, other risk factors like we should reduce our alcohol consumption. We should manage our stress both at work and at home, and we should take our regular medicines for other cardiac risk factors like high cholesterol, high blood pressure, high sugar, and do not stop this medicine without doctor's consultation. Lastly, I would like to mention the facilities and the investigations that we have for the heart health at Jasoda Hospital and Research Center, Nehru Nagar, Ghaziabad. Diagnostic facilities, both non-invasive and invasive. Non-invasive facilities are, we have ECG, 2D echo and Doppler facilities, stress test, both TMT as well as stress thallium, Holter monitoring, ambulatory blood pressure monitoring. All these facilities are there. And invasive diagnostic techniques, we have G cath lab here for do coronary angiography. We are doing both radial and femoral procedures here to diagnose any form of coronary artery disease or the blockages in the heart. Besides that, we do regular coronary angioplasty, both elective as well as the primary angioplasties in those patients who are having the heart attacks. We have temporary pacemaker implantation facilities and permanent pacemaker implantation facilities as well. We have 16-bedded ICU where the critical cardiac patients are managed preoperatively and postoperatively. Besides that, we have cardiothoracic surgeon here, and we are doing bypass surgeries as well as valve replacements also. Thank you very much.